Hello, I am back today with Dixie Plates DP09, and I'm super excited about this because this is my very first Dixie plate ever. I was drawn to this. I had to have it because it's Halloween time as I'm filming this right now, and I just love the gothic feel to a lot of these images. I particularly was drawn to this beautiful woman with the kind of sugar skull makeup. I love anything with pyramids and eyes, I don't know why, and then of course the skulls. I also love that you've got like the roses to go with the Dia de los Muertos, and that you've got lace that you can play with that. You've got all of these lovely gothic images, like you could do something with this and the skulls, and I think that would be really cool. So I had to have it, is the point. And then of course there's a lot of these brocade sorts of images that I really love, so I'm going to make good use of those as well. I also I love these keys both for steampunk and for goth. Size wise, these full nail images are very generous, so these are 2.5 centimeters tall and they're about 2.1 centimeters wide. Accordingly, these other images are large, so you can see I could probably get her face in there without worrying about losing anything in a little bit of the hair, a little bit of the rose. But one of the things I want to do, I'm going to do a tutorial, and I'm going to shrink her down because I want to see how much of I can get if I shrink her down, because she's just so beautiful. I want to capture as much of her as possible. Same thing with these down here. Like, you're just never going to fit that all on your nail unless you do a shrink technique, you know. But of course the insides on their own are just gorgeous, just as they are. This one, if you really want to capture the cross feel, you're going to have to shrink it, but you might even want to just kind of capture part of it, mix and match it with something else. Again, gorgeous, just beautiful without having to worry about getting the whole thing on your nail. Same thing here, just beautiful design in there. And then of course you can have, you know, parts of these coming across your nail. I always talk about how you can do half moon manis like that. You could have a French tip coming down that had, like, normally when you have a French tip you have the curve going that way, but why not? I mean, you could play with that if you like it, sure. So play with those free edges, and if you shrink them down, you'll be able to get even more of that pattern onto your nails, but it's going to be tough to shrink it down enough to get it all on your nail. So don't look at these as medallions in and of themselves. Look at these as opportunities to use that free edge to get the kind of look you want and potentially shrink. The same thing with that, unless you've got really long nails, which some people do, and that's totally perfect. You know, even just doing like that, or just doing like that, I think would be really beautiful, or shrinking it down and seeing if you can get all of those beautiful edges on in there. Same thing with the keys. The keys are going to be just a little bit tough to get on my nails as they are, so I'm going to probably try to shrink them down a little bit. Mix and match these because, you know, you've got these gorgeous like medallion designs in here that will go beautifully with a lot of these other images. I also love like this image here with this image here, and I love I love this and that. I think those would look really beautiful together. Different, both have this Victorian kind of feel, but I think they would play really well in mix and match. All right, for my stamping test, I'm going to use Sally Hansen Insta-Dri in Plummet, and I am going to use my clear stamper. Beautiful clear image. Just gorgeous detail on that. Beautiful. Oh, so pretty. And those awesome skulls. Wow. So even the negative space with those big solid areas, everything comes out good. Even if you're not using it for the skulls, that's a great image for texture too. That detail in the lace comes out perfectly, and gorgeous transfer on that. And then the center of that rosette, so depending on where you want to put the center of that image, it stamps beautifully no matter what. So this is my first Dixie plate. I am loving the quality of it here. Big areas, small areas, fine lines, everything is stamping really well with the clear stamper, without practice, so it's just great quality, top notch. I definitely recommend. I can't wait to try more of these plates. I bought this one at Lantern and Wren, so you can definitely get them there. You can check out her site if you're not in the US, or I think Canada also with Lantern and Wren. I will link down below, and thank you for watching. And that was my cat jumping up and almost possibly falling down on my head. When you have 4 cats and a dog, there's always some kind of crazy excitement going on.